Hello and welcome back to our second match with this Sapphire Wild deck. This hand's got some good stuff in it. I forgot to update my deck list, so I'm going to hide that for now. But we don't actually have any Sapphire resources here, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw this back. This hand is much better. This hand's very good, actually, right? We get to go Verdant Mill on 1 to Determined Bushy on 2. Super powerful. Opponent is playing Takahiro, which for 3 turns you sacrifice a troop, draw a card and gain 3 life. Bloodbearer, so whenever one of their troops dies, they gain a life. So this is likely a Dreadling strategy of some sort. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on showing them that I have a second threshold for now. Play this Bushy out and pass the turn back. This will hold their 1/1 at bay. Also, we want to activate the Verdant Mill at their end step, so that way, in case they have something like Butcher, they can't kill our Determined Bushy. Sure. So whenever they scrounge, they'll get 2 Dreadlings. Exhaust this not only to put a counter on the Verdant Mill, but also so we get a Diligence Trigger here. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and play the Cerulean Sage and the Spring Dancer here, and I don't want to attack it. I don't really want to trade this for these two. I don't think they'd take that trade anyways, but I also just want to stack some counters up in my Verdant Mill and work towards what we're looking at here. So the Cerulean Sage gets to attack as a 2/3 flyer next turn, which is pretty good. That's pretty great for us, so they could probably scrounge something now and populate some Dreadlings, but they're not going to have life gain from the Bloodbearer. Don't speak too soon, I guess. If they make some Dreadlings here. Alright, so Dreadaprince is going to make a bunch of Dreadlings. We're actually only going to end up taking 2 from this exchange. They gain 5. I'm in an okay spot. You can only attack with Dreadlings. Block like that. Then hopefully we hit a resource next turn, so that way we can play it and start working towards this and make some 2/2s. We did, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and exhaust the Spring Dancer here, which puts a 5th counter on the Verdant Mill, which lets us play this. And generate a 2/2. The question now becomes, do I want to start attacking or not? I don't think I do. I also don't think I gain much by playing the Freebooter out just yet, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here, I think. I guess I could attack with the Cerulean Sage. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's just start applying some pressure. Bushy kind of holds the ground down pretty well here. It's possible that Valoring the Cerulean Sage is also correct, so that way it can dodge Shadowblade Slicer this turn. Yeah, I probably should have Valored the Cerulean Sage. Gosh. wasn't quite thinking fully there, and we got punished. So now this is going to be able to beat us down in the air until we draw another Sapphire Threshold here, which if we're fortunate will be this turn, right? So if I would have played that Valor out, we could have played around that. Battle prep. Start with that, see what we find. We gain life, gain that much +1 and such. It's not particularly good, but it is just a 2/2. Yeah, I don't really have good attacks here. I'm just gonna pass the turn. If I had a 3/4 flyer, I'd be in a really good spot. Stalagamage, that doesn't really mean anything at this point in the game, which is nice. Zenthos Hunger, that's pretty good. I guess they just like cycled those basically, right? I'm glad that Stalagamage is gone now that they have a Dread Factory. This is eventually they're going to be able to make 2 Dreadlings every single turn. Means they're going to gain 2 life every single turn with the Bloodbearer. Diligencing the Bushy. That's not the resource we're looking for. I mean, it makes a 2-2 thanks to the verdant mill, but it doesn't do a whole lot past that. So we're going to get to exhaust all of their things here. Yep. Transmuter, sure. Let's them discard a resource if they have one. Starting next turn, they're going to get 2 dreadlings every single turn. We're going to start pressuring with this yet. Probably want to start doing that soon. I think I want to just kill this Shadowblade Slicer. Put this on here. Oh, maybe I should have started attacking with it yet, because it's going either way. Eventually this bush will be big enough to attack through whatever they have there. Yep. Sacrifice that Takahiro. Probably need to start playing a little quicker so we can catch up on clock. This match might go long. Or it's not going to go particularly long at all, because that's Elasgar's Bloodletter. This was the punishment for having burned the Crossing Swords when I did. Yep. So, yeah, I made a number of mistakes this game. I think the Crossing Swords play was incorrect. And before we made the Crossing Swords play, this is Skyneer 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to champ power this Bushy and swing, I think. And a Valor on here too. Just need to start crunching in here. Play this freebooter out. Exhaust that. Hopefully we don't get butchered next turn, that would be bad. So they're gaining 2 life and dealing 2 damage every single turn with this Bloodletter. What you got, opponent? You shoot down me or shoot down my guys? I'm gonna start killing the wild childs. That's fair. If they can't, they don't think they can just race the 9-9, which is probably accurate. Mind Drag Sorcerer is pretty good. Alright, we really want to draw a Sapphire here. Shackling Strands. Alright, well, I think we're starting by just freebooting this Mind Rack Sorcerer so it doesn't ready next turn, so that way we can get in a couple of swings with our Bushy here. And I think we're just Shackling Strandsing this and then swinging it for the fence here. So this isn't going to ready next turn, and this is never going to be ready to block, so yeah, I think we just crack here. And imagine if we just, like, had that 3-4 in the air that was able to pressure. I guess the Shadowblade Slicer would have killed something else, but like... So they gained some life there. They're going to be able to pick off some more of my stuff. Hopefully we hit a Sapphire for next turn, so that way we can play this instead of having to discard it. Yep. Oh, I'm glad we killed their other thing before that happened. Hit for 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this would be 7, 8 from the Bloodletter. They avoiding my crypt and gaining a bunch of life here. That makes the most sense, I think. Yep. And they missed activating that. That's pretty good for us. So now the question becomes, do I want to play the Vigilant Duskwing out, or do I want to just get a 2/2? I think I want to just get a 2/2, actually. Let's just crack for 15 here. Have 8. Yep. I definitely think I win this game if I play those earlier turns a little bit tighter. Certainly could have. Yeah, just like that. It was funny too. Like as I passed the turn, I was like, maybe we're supposed to Valor to play around that Shadow Blade Slicer, and it was just like, yep. Are we 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? We are exactly dead here because of the Lasgar's Bloodletter. It's really unfortunate. So like, opponent had some good draws there at the end, but I definitely would have been up the points of damage here if I would have Valored my. My 2/3 on that 4th turn, going into their 5th turn. I definitely could have been a little bit more aggressive with this Bushy too. Like I probably could have started swinging 1 turn earlier. So we're gonna lose this first game, but that's why we get to play. We get to play 3 games. We're a little unfortunate with our thresholds there as well, but I think it was definitely our mistake that cost us that game, and not any amount of bad luck. They don't have too many threats that are that scary. I think I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna bring in this Rusted Rune. I might want to bring in the Rusted Rune. Okay, just bring in a Silencing Snake. The ceiling on this is, or the floor on this is higher. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut a Dingle and bring in a Silencing Snake. If we see another constant out of them, maybe we'll bring in a Rusted Rune or the second snake, but at least tag with the Dread Factory. Doesn't have a second wild threshold, but it's like okay. Hopefully we don't get too unfortunate. The way variance works is, I feel like I always end up getting savagely unlucky the game after I make a small mistake to lose. So hopefully we can avoid that. Dread Factor in 1, okay. One way to interact with that at least. That is a very good curve for my opponent. If they don't have the other idiot, the Bloodbearer. Soulish, sure. Right on time. Draka Outcast, ladies and gentlemen. You guys Solos and the Draka here, I think. This gets bigger whenever we conscript something, so drawing that after we played a conscript card does not feel fantastic. Change course, let's see what we find here. Battle prep is fantastic. Let's just make this Draka Outcast larger. I'm gonna attack with both of these, I think, here. This gives us a temporary resource. You have a cheap shot too, or are they just getting their guy eaten? We're just gonna eat their guy, that would be so huge here. That's a cheap shot. Wow, okay. Deal. That's pretty excellent for us. That would be like an obnoxiously bold attack if I didn't have the conscript. I feel like that's something you shouldn't call, right? Like the upside is low. Like the upside is you kill my 2/3. The downside is your 2/2 gets eaten for free. Which sure. Zorath's Rectory. That's pretty good. I think I probably want to kill this. Gonna keep chipping away at me here. Keeps them off of getting... Well, I guess it doesn't necessarily, because they can just do this. I've got a good bit of power in play here. I get to use this next turn if they want, and then sack it to this. Well, that's pretty good. Thankfully I have this freebooter to push through, which is nice. I'm gonna hold on to this resource in case we draw a Verdant Mill. And we are 1 point short of lethal here, I believe. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and this gives +3/+3, so... Go ahead and attack for 8, I guess, and pass the turn. We should be in a pretty good spot here. They get to gain some life off their champion power here. But hopefully we have enough power, especially with our champion activation, to punch through here. Butcher's a good start. Get more removal. We're only at 7, and I have 7 power. And I have 7 still with this if they kill the Pupil of Creation. Sure. Okay, so they're dead on board? Yes, they're dead on board. This has Crush, so no matter how they block, they're dead here. Time. Unlike other digital games, Hex makes it pretty difficult to click through your combat steps, so you should probably just concede when they're going to attack you for lethal, save everyone a couple of clicks. Seems pretty reasonable. Got Bushi on 2, got a Battle Prep plus an Idiot on 3, possibly a Sapper if we need a piece of removal. A Dread Factory is good for us. Lead on this, pass the turn. Alright, sure. Wicked Whip's fun. I feel like this card's pretty hard to enable consistently. Like there aren't a ton of good scrounge cards in the format that are common. Bloodbear, sure. I don't think I want to offer this trade. Yeah, next turn I can Champ Power and start pushing this through, so let's just Battle Prep here and see what we get. 3 through Swift Strike. Never gonna have triple diamond here, obviously, but 3 through Swift Strike for 3 is definitely not a terrible rate. Blocks particularly well. Okay, so that we're gonna need to deal with here with the Sapper Wallbuster. It's kind of annoying, right? Because I can't. think I'm just gonna attack for 3. Yeah, they can attack me for 1 on the backswing here, but that's fine. They could technically trade both of these for this if they wanted the triple block. I would be okay with that exchange too. So next turn we'll shoot this down and then activate my champion power. Also battle prep at the end of turn here and then play whatever we battle prep into. If you keep missing thresholds for a little bit more here, we'll easily be able to overpower them. Yep. Take 1. I feel like they should have attacked there because I'm like 10 out of 10 sappering this, so I just like missed a point of damage. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. I saw this last game. I almost certainly should have brought in the Rusted Urn after seeing a Zorath Rector on top of a Dread Factory. I didn't even think about it when we were going to reserves. It's definitely a mistake on my part. So let's champ power here and crack for 8. Play our 3-4 post-combat. Good solid aggressive pressure here. This could technically sacrifice to destroy the constant, but I don't think we want to do that. Sure. That's a pretty good hit. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack with the 3-4 here. Actually, he might not block. I feel like he's obligated to block at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with this, and then we can mobilize off the Bushy and the Typhoon Sky Shaper. They should be pretty dead when this Diligence is into a 4-4. And I have a 4-5 with this guy. I found the Ruby Shard was probably too little too late. Our champ power is a little awkward for them here when they're behind. Like, do they pay 3 and activate this, and then, like, have a Dreadling to sacrifice? And, like, they gain 4 life that way, but, like, remate. Okay, sure. They are probably not. Okay, this goes to 1 defense. That's fine. Let's mobilize this and pick my Dorker back up. Another Bloodbearer is pretty good here. Well, they might actually stabilize this game. We've got a lot of pressure here on the table, but you know they're gonna gain 4 life this turn. That's kind of scary. They're gonna need 4, 5, 6, 7. They're gonna go to 12 here. If they hit a shard here, they're gonna be in a pretty good spot. I think if they're willing to trade these 2 for this, I'm okay with that. They're trading these 2. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And this means actually that I get to scrounge the Silencing Sneck here. They get to gain some life there. I think I'm just killing the Zorath's Rectory. Am I killing the Forgotten Forge? Probably just the Zorath's Rectory. Maybe I should play this first just to see what we get. This is their way to generate troops that'll gain them life, though. Start on battle prep to see if we get something that I want to play more than Bushi. Target troop gets flight. I think I'd rather just play the 3-3 out. Pass back here. Yep. So all their troops have for each one now. Hopefully we draw a shard here so we can activate our champion card. Freebooter will also do. And let us exhaust this Bloodsworn. Pass. I'm not quite sure what their out is here. I think we're going to end up getting this one. Would have effectively won 3-0 if I would have not made that pretty critical mistake in the first game. Okay. They get to kill the Bushi here. They did on board. They are infected on board, right? Because they can only block 1, 2, 3, and then my smallest guy is a 2/2. Also just give this flight. Alright, looks like we're 2-0 here. Continue to be impressed with this deck. Let's see how the third match goes. Thanks for watching, folks.